So, your host, Jack McCaig here. I'm going to be telling you some truths today and in upcoming videos that are basically, this information hasn't been put out the way I'm going to put it out, okay? And what I'm going to put out to you is, after all these videos, okay, I'm going to put the final nail in the coffin that this is an illusion, this reality, okay? You are not supposed to want anything from here. This is a matrix, right? A womb, a place of us just becoming and then leaving. Okay, this is hell. We're trapped in here. Okay, and if you do not change your affiliation with your soul, you will reincarnate into this into this domed reality. Okay, that will just happen. There's no way around this fact. Okay, for anyone. Karma is a law. So we went through, you know, I think we went through the start date for the American Reset, right? It was the opening ceremony was, let's see if I still have this up here. I think I may. Let's see if I do. Yeah. The complete speech by Swami Vivekananda from Chicago, USA, 1893. It occurred on 9/11, 1893. This is the American Reset date. And that was the date of the World's Fair. Okay? The World's Fair, okay, that's a sentence. The world is fair. Karma is a law on the arch over, in the White City in Chicago, right, of the World's Fair. It said the truth will set you free. Okay, now what we're going to do is the truth. From that, that place was full of truth, okay? The Chicago World's Fair. It was full of truth. Now, unless you change your affiliation, you're going to wind up back in hell. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm here. Okay? That's the main part of my work. Yeah, I have hacks to save you lots of money and have you not be bothered by these creatures here in hell. Absolutely, I have that for you, okay? But now we're going to go through something here that's going to prove to you, this and the next video, if these don't prove to you that you're in hell, okay? And unless you change your affiliation from Satan, you will reincarnate and stay here. And in the meantime, you will be tortured the entire time, okay? This is the only proven method that I have for you to change your affiliation, get all these benefits, and not end up back here again. Okay, and now let's show you what was at that World's Fair that I picked out, because there were a lot of things there. Okay, everything was there. But if you're in hell, what do you care about, right? When do you get out of hell, right? If you're in prison, the date you got there is not as important as the date you're leaving. Do you follow me? Okay, so let's go over the DoomsDay Clock, as we'll call it, the Tiffany clock that was at the World's Fair, which literally is the Doomsday Clock. The Doomsday is a recycling event. It's a reset event. It occurs every so often, and there's a clock that tells you when that happens. Yeah, that's true. Tiffany and Company. Let me just point out something about the devil, you know what I mean? See, the creator, the preserver, and the destroyer, all the same God, okay? That's the God here, of this physical reality that makes things happen, makes this physical reality and you appear here, and has control and dominion over you and everything here, until you change your affiliation from the God of this world and all the worlds here, everything you see, everything physical, until you change your affiliation via the Bulletproof Trust. You will reincarnate. You won't remember your lifetimes, and everything every time will be basically exactly the same. Everything. The cities, the towns, what people wear, the songs, the technology, everything, the iPhone, everything will be the same. It's like, oh, we just invented this. No, they didn't just invent anything at all. Okay, so let's go through this Tiffany clock and what's there. First of all, absolutely no way human beings could build this clock. That is not possible. Do it then. Go make a replica of this clock. And we're going to go through this clock a little bit, okay? Because it's very important to understand the date you start and what's on this clock. The information, a lot of information is on this clock, okay? About this is the clock, the Doomsday Clock, okay? So if you look to it, you're going to find out a lot of information about your internment here and what's going on with the time of your internment here in hell, okay? So, you can look up Sotheby's sold this, is the story they have on their website, shall we say, okay? Wow, what a beautiful picture. I didn't get as good a picture. Anyway, I'm going to come back to this site here. All right. I'm going to show you kind of the overall clock here. Okay, let's go through this first. Here it is. It's just like a standing sort of clock. Okay, like you could call it a grandfather clock or something, okay? Like that. It's on a stand. And it has all these different dials on it. Okay, that's the clock. And it was sitting in the World's Fair just on the floor there in the building. Okay? This here, this is, mother of pearl abalone or whatever, shells from the sea. Okay? Now, whoops, that's right, I can't do that. I can only use this. All right, let's start at the top here. First of all these dials work together. Okay, they're all turning. There's no clock like this anywhere. Okay, with all these things going on it. Okay, what do we have in the centerpiece here? Right, this is, of course, we're in a crystal sphere. Okay, rainbows only occur when light passes through a crystal. Rainbows never occur in any other way, proving the sun is outside our sphere, okay? And the light passes through our sphere, and you see that rounded rainbow, right? And then it bounces up, the light bounces up and reflects off the reflective dome, whatever, of the sphere, right, above your head, and makes that second rainbow, right, in a reversed way, because it hits the mirror up there and reverses, right? Okay, so that's what's going on. Obviously, we're in a sphere. And here you look at this. This is a sphere. Do you follow me? We're in a sphere. This is about our physical reality and how the time matches our physical reality perfectly, by the way. Okay? So here is the way we see the moon coming up and down. There's a dial in here that spins. Here comes the moon, okay? And here comes the sun spinning, right? Those two, a solar system. You're looking outside the crystal sphere, right? We're inside. We're in the kind of like, we're in the main spot of choice, basically. We're in the end location, okay? This final sphere. The test, okay? The Old Testament, the New Testament, right? Is it Amen Ra or the guy on the cross, right? Old Test, Amen, or the T, right? The cross, the guy on the cross, Jesus Christ. Who do you want? You want Satan or you want Jesus Christ? Because there is a God that is above all this world and the God of this world, the devil, creator, preserver, right? There is a God here that lives here in a human form and never, he changes male human form, but is always physically inside this particular sphere. Okay? To see who wants to leave. That's what's going on here. And nothing else is going on here. Not a single other thing is going on. Nothing. Okay? So, This clock is going to prove it to you. This is going to be, I think you're going to be quite shocked that we're going to see here. So, obviously the sun's somewhere else on this dial and it spins up here, okay? This is, the 1 through 12, right? Like, is that what it is? Yeah. And so this is like a clock, okay? What I did was I took individual images of areas of the clock, so we're going to talk about these different dials and what's on them, okay, through photos and so on. But let's go back one, because this actually has a good photo of this. It really has a good one. Let me see if I can make this go bigger. Okay. Oh man, fantastic. Okay, see you can see this is a shadow, like this is taken and the light casts a shadow back here of this. This is floating in here. And this is coral under the sea, trees above, right? And here's earth above and below, right? So what we're going to do is, this is 24 hours, 12 and 12, this clock here. 12 and 12, right? 12 hours. So, and these dials here work on, basically, there's a calendar. Time is about, the time, they're all the different parts of it, right? The hour of the day, right? The day of the day, right? So there's the calendar, and then there's the, time of like 10 o'clock in the morning and so many minutes and so many seconds, okay? All of that is time. The calendar and like, what time of day is it, okay? Okay, so date, right, and time. And day, right? What day of the week, right? That's calendar, what day, and the time. Those are all on this clock, all right? All those things all working together, which there have to be some, interesting dials on this clock to be, to go with leap year and so on. So, and a lot of other things that you're going to find out about time. But so I'm not going to, time is a known thing. You may not know it, all of it, and I'm not saying I have everything down or whatever, because I'm just getting into this. But I think it's really important to go over what I do have, okay? So we're looking back here, right? Okay. Now we have the equation of time. That's an actual thing, equation of time. What is that? Equation of time, the difference between mean solar time as shown on by clocks and the apparent solar time indicated by sundials. Okay, wow. You can have a sundial and a clock. You can know what's up with the sundial. Okay, amazing. So that's the equation of time. That dial fixes that. Oops, let's go back to this one. This dial here is on this, letting you know that. It already has that taken into account when it's going to give you the right day and time. What's the next thing? Oops. What's the next one here? I'm sorry. EPACTs and golden numbers. What in the world, right? EPACTs and golden numbers. Page 996. I just Googled this thing. The only thing that came up is the Encyclopedia Britannica on page 996. So 9 and 6 are the same. So this is page 666, basically, in your mind, like the page of the devil. Okay. What this is telling you is in order to straighten out a calendar and make it work, there have to be some fixes over time to the calendar and the rising of the moon and so on. Like they want to, in order, if you use, sorry, I'm having trouble getting that out, my bad. If you're given a time and a date and a calendar, it's going to relate to what you see. Do you see what I'm saying? So what you see at that, and what you see in your particular location. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be exactly the same in every location. but this is what you're going to see. So each dial basically fixes an issue of time and lets you know what's up. So, okay, that's that one. You can read about it if you want. I just don't want to go. I'm not going to give you the exact explanation of like how that works and everything. I'm trying to give you the bigger picture, okay? Then we got Dominical letters, demon letters, and the solar cycle. Okay, and you could look that up. And this is about the particular day of the week. So this is about day of the week, part of the calendar. This and the other one, right? This here is about the numbers on the calendar, days a week and numbers. Okay, and this is about the difference between if you have a sundial and if you have a clock. Okay, the equation of time there. All right, so that's here in the upper dial. This is basically what's going on under the crystal sphere. And so let's go on to launch slideshow. I don't know. Their photos are better than mine, maybe. Anyway, here's a good picture of it. Good. Okay. See, this was auctioned off. That's how I've seen this. Okay. Let's go now. I took some screenshots. Okay. So let's look at some of these. All right, and I blew it up. Let's look at here these other dials that are going on. Okay, this is about the ocean tides right here, Atlantic and Pacific Ocean tides. I mean, look at this. This is going to be exactly where you are. Okay, these photos aren't as good as Sotheby's. Okay, I took this off the web and took photos and enlarged them. All right, let's bring this in here. Oh, so you can see it. This has leap year in it. This is the calendar here, okay, and the year. Look at this. Look at this. It has a year on it. The date of the month, right? I mean, it's just unbelievable, unbelievable. And then you get your local time, seconds and minutes and hours. See, and look, you spin two things apparently, and this whole clock works. Amazing. Look at this. Two things. The whole clock works. Whew. Crazy. It's just mind-boggling what we're seeing here, right? Mind-boggling. Okay, let's go on to another one here. Let's look at the clock again so you can see what we're talking about here. All right. Oops. So we did this top circle, right? This, and then we just looked at these three, right? Okay. All right. Whoops. Let's look at some more. Wow, I actually forgot to take images of this. Unbelievable. I'm going to do it now. I can't during this video. Okay, well, you could read what they say, so we won't even have to do that. Okay. You can actually read what they say. Let's go through the other dials, though, before we get to that. As that's like the final one. Okay, then we have these two, right? They're kind of below those three. This is the declination, basically, whether you're north and south. I haven't even looked into these two dials yet, to be honest with you, but this is about the compass, basically, and how it works, right? South, what is that, M? I can't really read this. Mohm's declination, right? So I could have probably looked this up. This is about magnetic north and where you actually are. That's what these two dials are about, which is just fascinating. How much could be done in the magnetism between the Earth, Moon, and the Sun that keeps everything in place, right? The magnetism of the whole thing. That's an element of it that it's trying to show you here. So, but we're still. I'm just kind of showing you how unbelievable this clock is. People could not have made this, and we're going to get to the real. Now that you've seen all this, we're going to get to some of just the unbelievable stuff here. Okay, then we have the date, what you would think of as the date stuff. Okay, that's on the bottom of the clock. And this was reeled out in 1893, okay, 9/11/1893. That was the date. But what are these things telling us here? It looks sort of at early looking like, oh, AD, like on two sides of the clock, AD, antediluvian, right? This is the new reset. That's what that's telling you. So they relate side to side. Let's pull up the other one next to it. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's pull them side by side here. Okay. These are, whoa, that wasn't good. That's not the one I'm looking for. Sorry. Thanks for bearing with me. See, these are on the bottom of the clock. This one, A, you know, these symbols are on the left side. These symbols are on the right side. There you go. Okay. So, what do these symbols mean? Well, let's really start. What are they trying to tell? See, they're not just telling us time and numbers. They are telling us that, but they're also there's a what do they call that? This is a code to their language of numerology, of signs and symbols. This is an encoding of that here. This is like a cipher, you know, like they put something on it to show you, oh, when we say this, we mean this. You see what I'm saying? So, what's this? This is not an 8, by the way. It's not 1893. People go, oh, we put these together, 1893 AD. Okay, but wait a minute. Let's look at these. AD means antediluvian, after the flood. Okay, but this is not an 8, is it? That doesn't look like an 8 to me. That's not an 8. What does this symbol mean? It's not a number. Okay, these are two horns. This is a symbol of the devil, obviously. Okay, so what this is trying to tell you is these two key codes here is they're trying to tell you these symbols mean the devil. Okay, when you see them, you know, the creator, preserver, destroyer, the God of this world is the name of it. This God is on everything. Okay, on Bank of America, right? On their logo, 3/11/11/11. That's 33. Okay, so let's look into this. All right, this symbology means something here. Okay, well, we're like A. That's the first letter of the alphabet. No, it's not. It's the 27th. 2 + 7 is 9. That's 9. When they say 9, that's Satan. Okay? Okay, what's 1 plus, you were thinking that's an 8. That's 9. Right? That's Satan. Okay? What's 9 plus 9? 18. 1 plus 8, that's 9. That's Satan. This all means Satan. This all means the God of this world. Okay? What's I? Oh, wait a minute. It is what letter? What number letter? I'm sorry, what number? What number? Yeah, what number letter in the alphabet? Figuring all the lowercase alphabet is adds up to 26. So now we're just adding to that. So this is 27th letter, right? So what would I be, right? You can look it up. So that's add 9. That's 9 in. So add 9 to 27. That's what? 36. 3 times 6. 3 6 is 666. Okay, that's what it's telling you. These represent the devil. Okay, same with this over here. These do too. 3 9s. Right. This is like the mirror image over here. Right. D. What's D? Okay, that's you know, you go A, right? 27. B, C, D. Right. 33, which goes down to 3. If you see a 30 or 3, that's me too. You know, we, me, 33. That symbol, that means the devil as well. Okay? So 3 times 9. What's 9 plus 3? 12. 1 plus 2? That's 3. 3. That's 3. Okay? So that's 33. This is 33. Okay? 30. That's 30 plus 3 is 33. That's a 3 and a 3, 33. So 30 plus 3 is 33. Okay? You seeing this now on this clock? Do you see the information on this clock? This is the Doomsday Clock. This is the reset clock. This tells you the date. The reset starts every time. Okay? It always starts the same date. It always starts the same location. This is always happening. Okay? Everything the same. Now let's go into the two really super important items here. We talked about every other thing on here, every other dial except for what? These two. The Killian period, 6 8 plus 1 is 669. That's basically saying 666. This is 666 cycle in the 66th year. Wait, what is this? The independence of the 66th. Wait a minute, what? Look at this dial right here. This is the 66th reset for the United States. We're doing it again for the 66th time in the 6,681st time. So is this the 666th time of this time? And you go through what? How many times you go through here before one of these clicks over? And where are the dials under this? What is going on inside this clock so this dial can have this many numbers on it? How can it? Okay? To those that care, Mayor Baba also quoted that we are in the, the Kali Yuga and that there's only one more to go, and it was 4 digits long. So, to those that care. So, point being, this happens. You see, let's go down here. Let me show you this. This doesn't change. This doesn't change. It always starts here. It always starts on the same date, right? It always starts on the same date. That doesn't change. That's fixed in place. This changes. This changes. You see? How many times have we done the reset of the play, right? The Old and New Test. How many times have we set it up in the USA, right? In the New World. How many times have we done that old world? The New World. Well, it's the 66th time and the 6,681st time. How many times within each time? I mean, are these multiplied? I'm trying to show you that this is basically an infinite scenario. These turn over and over and over and over and over. The United States is always being reset. Always. There's not like another play that ever happens under this dome. Do you follow me? It never, ever, ever, ever changes. You see what I'm saying? Yes, it's night or it's day, right? The tide goes in, the tide goes out. Yes, those things all happen. That's what those dials are telling you. The day of the week changes. That happens. Absolutely. All those things happen. But this just restarts. Every so often it does the same stupid thing all the time. Okay? You come right back in here and do this over and over and over infinitely in hell. And I'm trying to tell you, no one else has this information. Oh, sure, there are ones running hell and keeping you enslaved here and keeping you under this dome. They don't want you to know this. They're fine keeping their slaves, okay? That's their work. But the truth is around you. You can be set free. But let me tell you, I gave you the date of the start. Let's go back to the beginning of this video. I gave you the date of the start of your prison sentence, right? Your recent, right, cycle in your prison sentence of infinity, right? I gave you that. You're probably wondering, hey, when is it going to reset again? Yeah, the point is, it doesn't matter what the date is. Yeah, this clock is click, that's the date. Reset, boom. Your memory gets wiped, you die, everybody dies. Everything is reset, all the buildings are destroyed, and then reset. Right? Click, all happens on one day. Boop, restart, souls go into new bodies, there it is. Take photos if you want. Check out the clock. We put the clock back there in Chicago, this clock, and so on. All the pieces reset on the chessboard, and away we go. Again, this clock proves it. Now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this information? Are you going to change your affiliation, receive all the benefits of switching over to Jesus Christ? Or are you going to sit here in hell and watch this clock tick tock forever? And the dials just keep spinning over and over and over, and you never leave. These dials spin around and around. You see, nothing changes under here. Nothing changes at all. And it's forever until you want to get out. And all I'm trying to do is try and get you out of hell. How come this is so hard? I do not get it, okay? Like, what are you doing? Okay? You won't lose money on it. I guarantee this works, all right? All these benefits I go over, they all work. They're all legal, okay? But do you want to end up in hell again? That's my question to you. And do you know, sure, this is a reset date, but what's your reset date in this play? Do you die today? Do you die tomorrow? Do you know? Do you want to find out again? Or you would just, okay, this is my last time. I've had enough of this play. All of these videos from Jack are nauseating me. What do you mean I'm here forever in hell? This clock proves it to you. I've been trying to show you. But the next video, too, is going to go with this. And, I can't, like, when Satan came to me yesterday on the beach again, in another body, I've seen Satan a lot of times. It's like, hey, I'm better today. I feel much better. It's nice to see you. Whatever. Satan, go away. I don't care if you're in a good mood or in a bad mood. I'm leaving here. Okay? Don't keep coming up to me on the beach time after time. No, you've improved. You see the error of your ways, Satan. I don't want to hear about it, okay? Really, you and I have talked a lot, all right? Like, I'm going to destroy your kingdom. And for every breath I take, okay, I'm taking souls with me out of here. Okay, I will destroy your kingdom if I take breath in here. Okay, you want to keep me in here? Go right ahead. I'm taking as many as I can out of here. That's the deal. That's the deal. Or kick me out. Like today, I'm ready to die every day, any day. Get me out of hell. Okay, you all want to stay? Fine, fine. At least switch your affiliation so you don't end up back in here. Okay, please. Please. I'm just trying to help you. I don't know what else to do. Some days I'm trying to show you. You're stuck in here. And all I'm trying to do is help get you out. Please. Okay? I mean, I'm just trying to help you. That's all I'm trying to do. Look at all the proof. There's a money back guarantee. But see, God just wants you to put in something. Do you see? You have to, it's a choice. You have to put in your choice. You have to decide to do this, or you're not going to be helped. Okay, this is a land of choice, the Old and the New Test of Amen Ra, Satan, right? The one that creates this place cyclically, or the guy on the cross who said, no, I don't want this place. Yeah, I'm with the guy on the cross. I'm with Jesus Christ. Who are you with? You got to, look, decide or you come back. Praise Jesus Christ.